Felicitations, Malfactors, and welcome back to more Cave Gameshire. So, in the last video, I constructed a spider farm, and then a couple of days later, I had to change it. The reason being is that we're now in Beta 1.2. So this patch brings a whole slew of changes. The first aforementioned one being that spiders now climb walls. This version adds cake dispensers, lapis lazuli ore, the item itself, and lapis lazuli blocks, along with note blocks, dispensers, sandstone, spruce, and birch trees. However, those are unobtainable in a farmable quantity because you can't get the saplings because they don't exist yet. Squids will now spawn in the water, and weirdly enough, they can also be milked. So knowing that, we managed to obtain a double chest of squid milk. You know, just kind of for like bragging rights. So I mentioned charcoal. So we also got colored wool. So all of the dyed wool has been re-added back into the game with a different color spectrum. There is one unobtainable block of wool at this time. It's brown wool. That's not obtainable until beta 1.4. And all the dye recipes have been added as well. So getting yellow and red dye from flowers, and then using the various other kinds of stuff as dye. Tool durability is also now increased, so diamond tools are no longer complete garbage. You can actually kind of use them in a reasonable quantity. There were some renaming things done, so reeds are now known as sugarcane, and workbenches are now called a crafting table, which I don't have one on me. And the last change is that skeletons now drop bones. Yeah, crafting table. So skeletons now drop bones. Now, segueing into that, there is a skeleton farm that was constructed back here about a week ago. It's underneath this block of wool. It's been providing us quite a bit of arrows, so we're able to, bow spam mobs to death now, which is quite enjoyable. Here, a lot of stuff down here, and you can hear them dying. But yeah, so this has been a very valuable farm. It is also really close to the surface. The actual spotter block is like right under the beach, like roughly here, right around here. So we kind of want a building to cover this and to provide a good entrance to there. So there was some landscaping done. We extended out the beach further into the lagoon and extended this layer and this layer. Because I'm going to be building a building over the top of the entrance to there. The idea with this is I'm going to be building a pub, and then in the cellar of the pub, there will be kind of like a hole in the wall / entrance into the skeleton farm. And that's what this outline is here for. And I've got a bunch of materials ready to build with. So, without further ado, let's begin the build. All right, the pub construction is done, at least with the exterior. My original design didn't have these, I guess, like bits of smoke coming out of the chimneys, but it's a nice touch. Overall, I'm really happy with the way this entire thing looks. And this did take a while to get, but I do have quite a bit of excess material, specifically brick. Like, I used a lot less brick than I expected to. But no building is complete without an inside, and this thing is pretty barren on the inside. Doesn't look like a real building yet. So next time we're going to tackle the interior design. And I do got to keep in mind the location of the skeleton farm collection point so I can figure out exactly where the cellar needs to go. I'm thinking maybe some kind of back entrance right here into the cellar. And as well as I know there's a doorway somewhere here, so maybe that could be like a secondary entrance, but I don't even know if I have enough space to work with that. This area over here is supposed to be like interior quarters, but we're going to go ahead and tackle that next time. So, with that, I will see you guys later. Take care. Psych! There was some impromptu pranking that happened during this, which is really funny, so I hope you enjoy this clip.
Alright. So I've paid Tile a visit. You can already hear it.
I can hear it.
You can already hear it. So for starters, notice how this is odd wide, when normally it's even wide. So the fountain isn't actually circular. But also, what's this slab doing here?
What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, why is this... Wait, what?
Because initially he had it
Odd.
wide.
But
Yeah.
it's...
Fix it.
This is why you
Yeah.
stick with one numbering system and then you don't change it.
But yeah, everywhere you go in this building, you can hear it. I even heard it like up on the roof.
Oh, you changed the notes back here.
Yeah, the notes are all slightly different.
Yes, they don't synchronize at all. This gives
No.
me anxiety.
Isn't this terrible?
I hate this so much.
Me too. You know how I felt like setting it up.
Is this what you've been doing for the past, like, half hour?
Yeah. It's gonna take him forever to find them because I like hid them in the ground and I like covered them with stone and stuff and like
Oh, so
it's like
it
the
looks
bare
like...
minimum. They have the smallest profile possible. He's gonna have, and because you can hear them from forever away too.
Dude, this is gonna drive him nuts.
So it's gonna be, it's gonna be a bitch to find those.
So
but...
a while ago, Kevin decided to prank me by doing something similar. He hid, like, randomized TNT dispensers in the walls, and they would just, like, go into water, and then they would make an explosion sound every now and then.
You know, Minecraft, Etho did a prank like that to Beef on season 3, where he had like wood and netherrack, and like
You'd
it
hear
took
the
a
fire?
long time. You wouldn't hear the fire, but the fire from the netherrack would catch the wood on fire, which would ignite the TNT, which would fall into like a thing of water. It was actually like, it was pretty clever.
That's good.
But he would just be walking around his castle and just hear like random ass explosions.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.